Thank you, George, for that remarkable report. We have several elected officials and educational leaders here with us today, and I'd like to acknowledge some of them. You all know David Wilkins, a champion of our schools. David and I go back to the 60s, and he's just wonderful. Also, another very, very good friend of mine and David's brother, Congressman Charlie Rango. I'll tell you, New York needs him in the Congress. We couldn't do better, couldn't do better. Also, I'd like to welcome two members of the New York State Assembly from the Syracuse area. And they are largely responsible for this program that was just announced. Assemblyman William B. Magnarelli, where is he? Where is he? And Assemblyman Al Sturkey, where is he? I think you could run for office in Manhattan and do it, you know. New York City Schools Chancellor Joel Klein, and let me pause for a minute before the applause. He's built a national reputation for our city school system. He's fighting to continue mayoral control of our school system. And the community around him and us really were delighted that he's in that position. And will continue for 5 more years, I believe. I was assuming someone's reelection. Michael Mulgrew, the incoming president of the United Federation of Teachers, has been a union official for many years, and he will be leading that very powerful teachers union. We also have Dr. Eric Spina, Vice Chancellor and Provost at Syracuse University, a major force behind this effort. Where is he? And there are a whole bunch of educators in here, like Bob Sirota, the Manhattan School of Music, educating a ton of young, wonderful kids that wouldn't have a shot unless you were there. And I'll mention some of the other organizations. We have represented in the room the 100 Black Men. Some of you may know it. They've adopted schools, they've mentored kids in Harlem. It's really remarkable. The head of the 100 Black Men, where is he? There he is. Here's and the coalition of 100 Black Women pitching in on this thing. It's really wonderful. Why don't you stand up and talk about it? We also have a representative of the Graduate School of Journalism of CUNY, newly formed, and they're taking in primarily poor, relatively poor, minority kids. This is the second graduation coming up. It's really stunning to see what they've done with kids that wouldn't have a shot at entering the media field. So. Matt Winkler, where is Matt? He's the advisor to that. He also holds a big position in the media. I could go on, but let me not do that. I'm really privileged now to introduce my very good friend, really good friend, Governor David A. Paterson. David Paterson, and hear this, is a man of destiny. He's a person of strength, of intellectual achievement, and certainly eloquent leadership, and the right person to lead us through this very tough economic time. Tough times call for tough choices. In what has become his hallmark fashion, clarity of purpose and great candor, the governor has shown courage in his proposed budget cuts while keeping a strong commitment to educational issues, such as creating a low-cost student loan program, one of the key recommendations in the New York State Commission on Higher Education's final report. with the governor's great, extraordinary leadership, New York can and will be the national and international leader in higher education. Please join me in giving him a warm welcome. Governor David A. Paterson.
Thank you. Howard wanted to apprise me of the fact that you were all standing, so thank you. Howard Rubenstein has intellectual mastery that is beyond comprehension. Not since Shakespeare wrote the Dark Lady sonnets has an average person been given so much flattery as the way in which I was introduced today. So thank you for that, Howard. And I think that Assemblyman Bill Magnarelli from Central New York, and also Assemblyman Al Sturpey, and I believe that Assemblywoman Joan Christensen is supposed to join us, that they are learning what Congressman Charles Rangel and former Mayor David Dinkins and Phil